I think John will jeopardise anything come to that fight, but Luke, if John, once it's all said and done, if John wants to go out on the street and have this out, I'm more than game. It's just a shame about his fucking pussy dad, that's all.
Listen, I'm telling you now, Eddie,
down. Just tell
Eddie,
me
I'm telling you now, I'm going to say a prayer for you, because you know on fight week, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, if my dad clocks you,
yeah.
I'm telling you now, he'll steam straight into you.
What's he going to do, headbutt?
Oh, listen, he's done 12 years for a fight, so he's not bothered about anything like that. So
if there's any kids in the audience on fight night, just lock them away because your dad's going to come and headbutt them.
Listen, the only person headbutting is yourself. So you can have 2 fights on fight week.
John Fury suddenly crashes the Tommy Fury versus Eddie Hall press conference, instantly raising tensions. Storming in mid-exchange, he warns that his son, Tommy Fury, will knock out Eddie Hall before abruptly shoving him. The moment quickly turns chaotic as things get physical, forcing security to step in while tempers spiral out of control. Eddie Hall didn't stay silent after the clash with John Fury, showing clear frustration over the chaos at the press conference. He fired back strongly, accusing the Fury camp of constant aggression and empty talk, and questioned why they don't prove themselves in the ring instead of creating drama and physical confrontations outside it.
And I was just so fed up. I was trying to get in nowhere with these guys. I'm like, look, you talk the talk, you fucking walk around headbutting and smacking people and punching windows and whatever else. I said, well, why don't you guys fucking put your money where your mouth is for once and fucking do.
Tommy Fury made it clear after the heated press conference clash that the real tension isn't even between him and Eddie Hall, but between Hall and John Fury. He admitted he's stepping in largely because of his father's involvement, while also insisting that Eddie has been calling out the Fury family and ultimately got the fight he was asking for.
The day, the real beef is between Eddie and my dad. You know, that's genuinely what has happened here. I'm only doing this fight because of my dad. So the real beef is between Eddie and my dad, and I'm obviously just stepping up to the plate. Tyson's on a different stratosphere. Basically, Eddie was having a pop between all the Furies. You know, he wanted to fight.
Johnny Nelson explained that John Fury can sometimes get swept up in the heat of the moment, allowing his emotions to take over during tense situations. He suggests that John clearly crossed the line at the press conference and is now under pressure to take responsibility and keep his behavior in check, especially with increasing public scrutiny.
It's now on John to behave himself. He's distracted. A lot of attention and talk, and I'm quite sure someone will have a word with him at the authorities.
Eddie Hearn admitted that the clash between John Fury and Eddie Hall crossed the line, describing it as excessive and unnecessary. However, he also recognized the nature of the boxing business, explaining that moments like this, despite being controversial, inevitably drive attention, hype, and interest around the upcoming fight, whether the behavior is justified or not.
Listen, it's boxing, it's family. John's John, both goading each other, both very personal, both means a lot to everybody. Shouldn't have done it.
Simon Jordan didn't hold back, calling John Fury's actions outright thuggish and completely unacceptable. He argued that while controversy is often expected in boxing, this level of behavior crosses into pure aggression and disrespect. Jordan also referenced John's past, saying it's not surprising, but still questioned whether such conduct has any place in a professional fight buildup.
John Fury's, is boorish, thuggish, unedifying, unpalatable, uncouth, vulgar behaviour. Absolutely. But what do you expect from John Fury? John Fury's been in prison for gouging someone's eyes out. What did you expect him to do? Convert into a Samaritan? Is it a nice look? No. Was it a nice look over the years in boxing about so many things? This ridiculous sentimentalising of society and expecting everyone to behave in their best version of...
Carl Froch strongly criticized John Fury, accusing him of acting like a thug and bringing unnecessary chaos into the sport. He condemned the constant aggression, threats, and mockery, saying it sets a poor example and harms boxing's image. Froch also showed frustration at how this behavior is often tolerated or laughed off, insisting it only adds more tension and disrespect to an already heated fight atmosphere.
He's behaved like a thug, in a disgusting manner, and then he's able to just laugh it off and joke it off and say, you know what, anyone comes near me, they're going to get a headbutt. So it's kind of justified what he's done. He's been vindicated for what he's done, as in, yeah, it's okay to go around like that and behave like an imbecile, and then still laugh and joke and still threaten to headbutt me in belly. I've told you what I think about headbutting this too.
Eddie Hall admitted the situation has become genuinely awkward, explaining that loyalty to family strongly shapes his reaction. He said that if someone disrespected his father, it would be difficult for him to stay calm or maintain good terms. His comments show how personal emotions are deeply driving this rivalry, blurring the line between fight promotion and real, family-fueled tension.
You know, it's like if someone fell out with my dad, I don't think I could be friends with them. You know, if someone said something bad or fell out with my dad, I'd probably want to hurt them as well.
Tommy Fury delivered a sharp warning to Eddie Hall, stressing the difference between raw strength and true boxing ability. He argued that muscle means nothing if the chin can't handle pressure, vowing to expose that weakness inside the ring. Tommy made it clear he believes his skills and timing will be the deciding factors once the fight gets underway.
Right, I mean, Eddie's got muscles all over his body, but you can't put muscles on chins. So, and that's what I'm about to expose. Listen, we've seen good big men, you know, in the ring all the time. But what's different, you know, the muscles can't get on the chin, and I'm looking to find that chin.
Wade Plemons breaks down the matchup, explaining that Tommy Fury should take control if he establishes his rhythm early and prevents Eddie Hall from charging in with power shots. He notes that while Eddie is incredibly strong and athletic, he lacks refined boxing technique, often relying on wild swings instead of precise combinations. Past examples, including the Hafthor Bjornsson fight, show how timing and skill can expose weaknesses in bigger athletes transitioning into boxing. Still, Wade cautions that Tommy must remain sharp, as a single mistake could instantly change the outcome.
He's going to take it seriously. Now, I expect Tommy to pretty much do what he wants with him if he can get, you know, Eddie to relax a little bit after the first, second, and maybe third round. Because as big as Eddie is and as athletic as he is, he can't box very much. He's not a great boxer. He swings for the bleachers. He's got great power, obviously, and he's a good athlete. Like, he's a really good quick-twitch athlete. But even in the Hafthor Bjornsson fight, I can't even believe we're referencing this in terms of a Tommy Fury fight, but even in that fight, I know Eddie had like one arm because he had a shoulder messed up, but Thor outboxed him and stuck a left hand on him. He was the southpaw. It was tricky, but hey, listen, and Tommy is not like a high-level operator, but he better be high level enough.
Simon Jordan described the event as pure entertainment, admitting he wouldn't want to step into the ring with someone like Eddie Hall because of his raw power and imposing physical presence. However, he added a controversial twist, suggesting he wouldn't mind seeing Tommy Fury take a shot, pointing out how fans often view these events more as spectacle than pure sport. His remarks highlight the unusual nature of the matchup, where danger, hype, and entertainment are all blended into one unpredictable fight.
If it's a good, fun event, and you take it for what it is, I mean, I wouldn't want to be in it. You know, I wouldn't want to be across the ring from this fella, but notwithstanding, I'm quite happy for Tommy Fury to get.
Tom Aspinall gave a balance breakdown of the fight, noting that while Tommy Fury clearly holds the advantage in boxing technique, experience, and ring IQ, Eddie Hall still brings real knockout power and explosive athleticism. He explained that the fight could go either way, Tommy controlling the pace and outboxing Eddie over time, or Eddie landing a decisive shot early. Aspinall emphasized that despite Tommy's boxing background, underestimating Eddie's raw strength would be a serious mistake, making this matchup far more dangerous than it appears on paper.
Fight. Tommy is obviously a boxer. Eddie can fight as well, though, to be fair. So, yeah.
You've trained with both of them, though.
I've trained with both of them.
What's the skills? What's the breakdown for this one?
Tommy's been boxing all his life, so you would think that the edge should go to Tommy, but Eddie can actually genuinely fight. So.
Frank Warren explains that the fight has drawn huge attention mainly because it offers life-changing money for both Tommy Fury and Eddie Hall. He acknowledges that the financial rewards are hard to ignore, and from a promoter's point of view, his role is to support fights that can be won while also elevating fighters in rankings and public visibility. Warren points out that despite the controversy, the matchup checks all the commercial boxes, delivering danger, hype, and global appeal. He also notes that big-money fights like this reflect modern boxing, where entertainment value and earning potential often influence matchmaking as much as pure sporting merit.
Got his attention for various reasons, and they're getting, I mean, Tommy's getting life-changing money, and you know, how can you, I can't knock that. You know, you're in the ring, it's a dangerous place to be, and you know, my job is if I see a fight that I feel he can win and I'll put him into it, then I'll do that, and it gets him, you know, gets him further up the ladder. not only do I think he can win it, I think, you know, obviously this is a high-profile fight, but he's getting a truckload of money for it, so, you know, it ticks all the boxes.
Dave Allen reacts with surprise and amusement at the Tommy Fury versus Eddie Hall matchup, highlighting how unusual it is to see a world's strongest man step into a boxing ring. He jokes about the pair securing a huge payday, suggesting that money is a major driving force behind the fight. Allen implies the bout is driven more by business than pure sport, noting that even if there is mutual respect, the financial incentive is simply too significant to ignore. His reaction captures both admiration and disbelief at how boxing has evolved into crossover entertainment.
World's strongest man, amazing. Do you know what I mean? Brilliant. He's fighting Tommy Fury. I thought they were mates. They probably are mates. They're probably making a fucking fortune as well.
Dave Allen offers a brutally honest take on the Tommy Fury versus Eddie Hall fight, saying he will still watch it despite not fully agreeing with the concept. He admits he likes both fighters personally and respects the appeal of the world's strongest man stepping into boxing. However, he criticizes the rise of crossover bouts, calling them part of modern boxing's circus era, where entertainment often outweighs pure sporting merit. While he views it as a poor example of traditional boxing, he understands why fans are drawn to it, pointing out that the spectacle factor drives attention even if the technical level falls short. Ultimately, he watches because it is entertaining, controversial, and impossible to ignore in today's fight scene.
Of course I'll watch it. I like Tommy Fury a lot. I'm a Tommy Fury fan. Eddie Hall, I'm an Eddie Hall fan. I like the world's strongest man. A lot of respect for him. So of course I'll watch it. I'll watch it as it's a spectacle in it. It's part of the new bit of circusry that's come into boxing. All these exhibitions, different people from different sports coming in. But for all intents and purposes, as a boxing match, what a load of bollocks. Yeah, I don't think I don't like it too much. But I'll watch it because it's like, it's interesting in lots of ways. And I think people find it interesting.
Vital Riley shares his perspective after sparring with Eddie Hall, emphasizing just how physically imposing Eddie is and raising questions about how that size will translate against Tommy Fury in a real fight. He believes Tommy should come out on top based on boxing skill and experience, but leaves a slight element of doubt due to Eddie's raw strength and power. Riley explains that while Tommy has dedicated his life to boxing, Eddie's unpredictable style and sheer physical presence make him a dangerous threat if he lands clean. He concludes that the matchup makes sense both commercially and stylistically, calling it a compelling fight where the technical boxer and the powerful strongman each bring something unique, keeping fans guessing right up to fight night.
Eddie, when I sparred Eddie, he was 140 kg. I don't know how much he's gonna have to be for Tommy, but Tommy should win, innit? Like, he should win. But Eddie Hall, who knows? It makes sense for Tommy, innit? It's a good fight. It's a good.
At the end of the day, the clash between Tommy Fury and Eddie Hall isn't just about boxing skill or raw strength. It's about pride, pressure, and making a statement on a huge stage. Tommy brings years of boxing experience, timing, and ring IQ, while Eddie carries explosive power and the kind of strength that can change everything with one punch. The key question is simple. Can technique withstand brute force, or will a single shot rewrite the entire fight? Mentally, Tommy appears calmer and more composed, but Eddie has the aggressive mindset of someone with nothing to lose. If Tommy controls the distance, he should dominate, yet if Eddie connects early, the fight could shift instantly. So now it's your call. Are you backing Tommy Fury to outbox him, or do you believe Eddie Hall is about to shock the boxing world? Drop your prediction and join the debate.